Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel and thanks for stopping by. Good to have you right back here on my channel. So today we are having a test run on this BARDEFU blender. If you've been following my channel before, you must have seen countless reviews on BARDEFU blender. But that happens to be on 5042. But today we are focusing on 5082 model. Yeah, and that's the BARDEFU Multi-Purpose 81 blender with 4-liter capacity, and this blender also claims to be a powerful machine. So today I'm not just going to talk about this BARDEFU 81 blender, I'm also going to have a real practical test with you guys. Let's test run and see how powerful this blender claims to be. So if you want to join me on this quiz, kindly hit the subscription button, equally turn on the notification bell so you can always get notification whenever I post new videos on my channel. And thanks for stopping by. Now let's get into the main deal. I will have it. This is BARDEFU Multi-Purpose Blender. That's the BF-5082. This blender comes with multi-functions according to the package. It can be used for blending, slicing, egg beating, dough making, juicing. Also has a garlic peeling, as you can see. And this blender comes with 9,500 watts, very powerful motor with a 4-liter capacity jar. One thing I really like about this blender is the fact that it's a multi-purpose blender. And yeah, what it means is that you can use this blender for different kitchen tasks. Instead of buying so many different kitchen appliances, you can actually buy one that use that to achieve so many purposes. Here are all the components of this blender, 8-in-1. Because I wouldn't want this video to be lengthy, so we'll be test running all these components one after the other. Okay, all these will have them test run. But today we are basically focusing on this 4-liter jar. Yeah. The design actually looks very premium and solid. And the jar, very big enough for family use or even for small business purpose. Let's quickly assemble this and see what we are working with. Can you look at this hole? This is where it's supposed to be. Ensure it's properly tightened. Yeah, this is well secured. However, before you use this to blend for the first time, ensure this cup is properly washed. So I'm going to get it rinsed first of all with warm water before we can blend something with this. All washed. So ensure this is properly seated here. Yeah, this is it. And now for the raters, I really want to see how strong and reliable this blender is. So here is my peeled beans. So we will start by pouring in some. Yeah, this is 4-liter capacity, but in as much as it's 4-liter capacity, I wouldn't want to also overload this blender. So you don't want that to malfunction. So I would advise you keep it minimum. All right, this is half. I can actually still pour all of this. Okay, this is okay for now. Then add some water. Here is the cover. Ensure this lid is properly covered. All right, so we are ready. So here we have the power button. This is okay. You can see this is on. But then you can actually set this to a timer. If you want to place it on a timer, you can actually go 60 seconds, 90, 180 seconds, 180 seconds, 240, 300 seconds, depending on how you want that. So, but I'm keeping this on 90 seconds. Okay, 60, that's about 1 minute, right? Then here we'll have the speed. Okay, I will have to place this on a low speed. This is high speed. If you want to place it on a high speed, that means you may have to keep turning it this way. But I don't want to start with the high speed first of all. So let's go from the low. You can put it on 5. Yeah. Let's see if this 5 can actually blend these things for us. As we progress, it can actually increase to 5, 10, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, however you want it. But then we'll have to place it on 5 first of all. So let's go. So I would advise use the 448. I'm using the 448 in blending this. You can also hear the sound. The sound is really very, very solid. So let's see if this truly blended very well. You see how smooth this came out? Like really smooth. Alright guys, and that's it. You guys actually saw how everything played. Yeah, this is actually where you know a weak blender. If the blender is unable to blend beans, we categorize that as a very weak blender. But if your blender is able to blend tiger nut beans, we also categorize that as a high speed and powerful machine. Yeah, so I'll actually give it to BARDEFU 81 blender. It actually surpassed my expectation. And the sound, while I was blending, it has this convincing sound like, yeah, everything is okay. There wouldn't be any problem. Yeah, it maintained that strong machine all throughout the blending, and it wasn't even a struggle. It was actually a very smooth one. Less than 2 minutes, we are done blending our beans. Yeah, so I give it to BARDEFU 81508 blender. So for those asking me how powerful and how strong and reliable this BARDEFU 5082 blender is, here is my honest review. This blender obviously has a very strong motor with large capacity, multifunctional, blends beans and lot more smoothly. This machine is actually good for home and small business owners. However, the honest truth I have to tell you is that whenever you're using your machine, be it BARDEFU or probably any other brand, please avoid overloading your blender. If you want to use your blender for a very long time, ensure you do not overload your blender. In as much as it may be 2 liter capacity, 3 liter capacity, 4 liter, yeah, avoid getting your item to the brim. Moderate size actually. That will enable you to have a long-lasting use of your machine. Like I initially told you that I'm going to explore every other component of this blender. Sure, I'm going to do that. And if you don't want to miss any of this, kindly hit the subscription button and kindly turn on the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I post new videos on my channel. If you truly enjoyed this video, kindly give it a thumbs up. And thanks for stopping by once again. See you guys in my next video.